I'm in the kitchen with Chef Kiana Carson from Nexus Brewery. It smells good in the kitchen. So what are we making today?
We're making gumbo.
Okay, and walk me through the ingredients that you have set out here.
Okay, first all gumbos start with a roux.
Okay.
So it's just a mixture of flour and oil, or some type of fat.
So a typical roux.
Yeah.
Got it.
And we have bell peppers, green and red, celery, tomatoes, onions, garlic. We have some seared andouille sausage and chicken thighs.
Okay.
This is going to be the blackened seasoning that goes into the base of the soup. Okay. Bay leaves for flavor. The pico is actually a garnish that we use at Nexus. Hot sauce, dried parsley, and green onions is also a garnish. Cayenne pepper and Cajun seasoning as a garnish. Thyme, and then gumbo filet.
Ooh, sounds like it's gonna be good.
We are talking about a really great organization and having some really great food thanks to Nexus Brewery here in the kitchen with Kiana Carson from Nexus Brewery, joined by members of the Lynx past president Beverly McMillan, along with public relations chair Cecilia Webb. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
All right, so before we get into the cooking, let's talk a little bit about the Lynx. We're going to talk about what Nexus Brewery is doing to help the Lynx, but for those that don't know, this is a great organization.
Yeah. Yes, it is. And it started all back in November, on November the 9th of 1946. Right? Okay,
We're coming up on our 60
1946.
years.
Yes,
That's great.
we are.
Congratulations.
And Margaret Hawkins and Sarah Scott are the two founders of the Lynx Incorporated, and they wanted to have a club that could meet the needs of especially African American women, in which other existing clubs did not.
Okay.
And so therefore they focused in on civic, on education, and on cultural activities.
That's great.
And
That's
our
great.
current national president is Glenda Newell.
Okay. So what exactly is going on here in the Duke City that Nexus Brewery is fortunate enough to, or we're fortunate enough that they're in studio cooking gumbo? You guys have a fundraiser coming up, is that right?
We do have
Yes.
a fundraiser. It's called Linkin Taste.
Okay.
And ironically, our husbands are putting this on.
No kidding. Okay, how about that?
So we actually work our husbands, which are called the Connecting Links. So it's going to be June 7th on the African American Pavilion grounds, Alice Hoppus Building, and we're going to run from 2 to 6.
Okay.
And we have several vendors that are going to be here today, and Nexus has agreed to actually be one of the vendors and proprietors for us.
Now, how much are tickets?
Tickets are $15.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
That's
And
fantastic.
Can they get them online?
They can get them online. You can go
Yes.
out to our webpage, and we actually have that information. I think it'll come up here very
Okay.
shortly. And we have a Facebook page, so it's now on the
Okay.
webpage
Great.
and the Facebook page.
Fantastic. All right, so obviously Nexus Brewery, you brought in, Kiana, some gumbo, one of my
Yes.
favorites. My daughter loves gumbo.
Yes, so this is a chicken and sausage gumbo.
Okay.
I've already added the majority of the seasonings and the roux because it takes a long time.
Okay.
Okay.
So we've already started that, and she's gonna pour in some
All
dried
of this?
parsley. Yes, all of it.
So as she does this, tell us, Kiana, what she's
And then
pouring
I'm
in. You
just
said
gonna
parsley?
stir. Yes, this is
Okay.
dried parsley.
Okay.
And then this is red and green bell peppers. Ooh,
Okay.
this gets
All
keep
of
it from
it?
spinning. Yeah, no, you're fine.
Uh-oh.
I just have to hold this so it doesn't spin around. And then just all the vegetables and the meat, it all goes in.
Got it.
And this will
Splashing
splatter.
everybody.
That's
There you
okay.
go. So for those that may not know gumbo, what exactly is gumbo?
It is kind of like a one-pot stew that gets really thick with the gravy, like a gravy-like texture, and you want it like that.
You want that
Yeah,
gravy-like
you want it
texture.
to be very
And we're
thick
adding
and
this in
hearty.
too?
Yes, and
Okay.
this is just, we seared it first because when it cooks for a really long time, it tends to fall apart.
Okay.
So we just want big, hearty chunks and to stay
Okay.
thick. Like.
Got it.
Okay.
And this probably needs to cook for about an hour.
Okay, that was my
hour
next question.
45
Okay.
Once all those ingredients are in there.
Yeah.
Now, is gumbo a staple at Nexus Brewery? Is that
Yes.
something that we can get there on a regular basis?
Gumbo,
Okay.
we always have gumbo on our
Okay.
menu.
What else do you have on the menu?
We have gumbo, chicken and waffles, red beans and rice. We have a bunch of mixtures that we like to call New Mexican soul food. So we have enchiladas, we have red and green chili as well.
No
So,
kidding. Wow.
And they're all
You got a
good.
little bit of mix of everything. That's
Yeah.
great. And where are you guys located? I know I've been there before. I had some chicken and waffles there, and I got to tell you, you know what you're doing with those chicken and waffles. So where are you guys located?
We're on 4730 Pan American Freeway. So it's on Montgomery and I get Pan American.
Yeah, it's right on
But
that
it's
Pan
a little
American.
hidden, so you have to look.
All right, do you want to plate this or bowl it up?
Yes.
Do you want to bowl this up and then we'll throw the garnish on top?
Yes.
That's
That's right.
last
And while
step.
we do that, ladies, remind us again, the links, the fundraiser happening June 7th, is that right?
That's
Yes,
correct.
Okay.
from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock p.m. and
2
it
to
will
6.
be at the Alice Hoppus Pavilion on the New Mexico State Fairgrounds.
That's great.
Yes.
That's great, guys. We can't encourage you enough. You're going to be part of this great organization.
Yes.
Have some gumbo.
Yeah.
I mean, really, that's worth the price of admission right there. Stay with us, guys. We'll be right back on